Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to London. Today, I've come to Notting Hill, Notting Hill Gate Tube, just there. I am headed down to Portobello Road. It's a Saturday today, busiest day of the week here, as you can see all these people. It's also the busiest day for Portobello Road Market. So we'll head down and take a look at the market. It's not the primary reason I'm here. I'm here to visit the cinema. One of my favourite cinemas in London is in the middle of Portobello Road. Today in the middle of Portobello Road Market, the Electric Cinema. So I can't share with you the film. Well, I can tell you what film we're going to see, but I can't share with you any of the movie, but I can share a little of the cinema with you, show you why it's my favourite cinema. Now I've made plenty of videos and vlogs about Portobello Road Market itself before, so I'll try not to repeat myself, but what I think I'll do today, before I head to the cinema, is show you a little of the market, but also an area that I think a lot of visitors to the market will miss, a lot of these tourists, because it's a little walk through what looks like, I guess, a council estate, to Westbourne Grove. I'm sure the luxury boutique shops in Westbourne Grove will like me describing it as a council estate. I'm trying not to get run over. So yeah, we'll head down to the market and then I'll head down to Westbourne Grove, get some lunch. Westbourne Grove's pretty popular with shoppers. There's a few luxury boutique shops down there. Enjoying the week, ladies, at lunch. I wouldn't worry too much about Westbourne Grove if it's your first time visiting Portobello Road Market. You've got your work cut out seeing everything the market has to offer in one day. But especially on a Saturday, if you're here during the week, we've been here before, then it's definitely worth popping down there. Check out some of the shops and the restaurants and bars. Right, this is the beginning of Portobello Road here. Try and capture the sign for you. So that'll be the busiest day, Saturday. But yeah, here's the beginning. Portobello Road. The market doesn't start until we get a little way down. Just around the corner here, there's a load of pastel coloured homes. People will be photographing all day today. The reason I'm here to go to the cinema, the Electric Cinema, is one of my favourites in town. It's not the biggest, not the best in terms of technology. They're in Leicester Square, where London's movie premieres are held. I think it's just one of the coolest. The cinema's had mixed fortunes, like the whole area, and in recent years it was completely refurbished back to its most glamorous. Well, they probably made it more glamorous than it's ever been. They couldn't do a lot with the cinema itself because it's protected by English heritage, but what they did manage to do is get the shop next door, open that as the Electric Diner, so the cinema can concentrate on being a cinema and use the facilities of the diner. And that means, well, the front of the stage and the original screen, well, the whole of the screen came out off of there, and the new screen pops out of the old one. The curtains go back before the movie starts. Bigger screen now comes out, which is cool. But yeah, they've put in a bar next door, so now you can get, the cinema has a bar at the back with full access to the restaurant kitchens, so you can get amazing food, but also the bar at the back of the cinema, they do beers, cocktails, bottles of wine, champagne, prosecco. And instead of having seats crammed in it, there's only about 60 seats, all leather armchairs, each with a footstool, so you can put your feet up and relax. Footstool's open, so you can put your stuff in there instead of on the floor, and I think there's cashmere blankets in each footstool in case you get a little bit cold. Yeah, it's just super comfortable. I'll show you that when we get down there. It's pretty cool. And that's the reason I'm here. The market, those people taking out the checking out the pastel coloured homes. The market starts just here. I think I'm going to pop into Sister Jane here and get a coffee.
The popular coffee shop in here is called the Farm Girl Cafe. If you're looking for it, look for the Sister Jane signs. It shares a yard with them. You can't miss the Sister Jane signs. You can't read the Farm Girl ones.
Change of plans, the queue's massive. I'm going to head down to Westbourne Grove. It'll be busy because it's Saturday, but it'll be quieter than this. So yeah, we'll head a little bit off the beaten path of the market. I'll get something to eat and drink down there. The antiques section starts just here. Then Westbourne Grove we'll get to before the market, the regular market begins. Head down to Westbourne Grove and then back to the market, back to the cinema. But yeah, check it out. This is the real start of where the market stalls begin, and most of this end is antiques. Okay, this is Westbourne Grove, and I'm going to pop down there and get something to eat and drink. It's a little bit quieter than, well, I'm hoping it's a little bit quieter today than the market itself, because the antiques shops and the market stalls run there, but then really I think a lot of people don't look down there or visit down there because the market itself really starts to get going here. So I think people get here just excited to get over there. But yeah, for now, I've got to come back here anyway and head down there because the cinema's down there. But yeah, head down Westbourne Grove a little bit, and I think I might go to, yeah, it's definitely a bit quieter down here. Crowds already have disappeared. I think I might go to Ottolenghi's, which is just, there's like a four-way crossroads down here with church on one corner. A lot of luxury boutique stores down here, restaurants, bars, but yeah, there's a deli called Ottolenghi's just around the corner. I'm going to see what looks good in there. It's owned by an Israeli and a Palestinian. Yeah, an Israeli and a Palestinian. So Middle Eastern, and I think they take a lot of their inspiration from Mediterranean. So yeah, well, the chefs take their inspiration from everywhere, all around the world, but I think when you look at it, it's yeah, Middle Eastern guys taking inspiration from the Mediterranean. So yeah, it's amazing food. Takeaway deli here. They've got other restaurants and delis around town. But yeah, check it out. This is the main shopping part of Westbourne Grove. Starts here. It's mainly little luxury A lot of ladies fashion, jewelers and accessories. Check it out. Okay, this here, every direction. Got little boutiques, shops, cafes, bars, restaurants, Rolls Royces, that kind of place. Yeah, some nice restaurants up there. I'm going to head, you actually can't see it from here. It's just hidden behind the building there, Ottolenghi's. It's a takeaway deli. Actually, they've got seating inside, but I think I've only ever been there for takeaway. I'll show you these two buildings over here, sort of pink and yellow. Keep seeing these on social media. People just like the fancy colours shops. Yeah, this is what I've popped down here for. Ottolenghi's. The queue looks a lot shorter than that coffee shop I walked into at the start of the market. Okay, success. I got some lunch. I got some salad. I'll show you that in a second. You have to, yeah, a whole window full of cakes, sugary treats. You have to walk past all that to get to the relatively healthy salads. I went for the salad. I nearly got the cake. But yeah, they're renowned for their Middle Eastern and Mediterranean salad and stuff. Spring is in the air, so I thought I'd get something healthy-ish today. Let's go and take a seat. Let's go and back to the market and have some lunch before I hit the cinema. Okay, just there. There's some really, there's a nice seating area. I was going to show you what I'd got sat there. A lot of people actually sat there eating food from Ottolenghi's. Opened the bag, went to do it, and the guy sat next to me at the bench just started coughing uncontrollably, which like he was about to cough up a lung. Which, to be honest, I just sat there and eating it if I wasn't filming this, but it will just, I know it will, that's all you'll be able to hear. Just this. Well, it will sound like someone's dying. So yeah, I'm going to pop back round. I'll pop round the corner and where it will be equally noisy, but a different kind of noise. I'm going to check it out around there. The market, full swing.
What's going on?
I just saw actually one of YouTube's biggest vloggers, well, not biggest, one of London's. Well, a lot of them. The weird thing is, a lot of the big YouTubers, they live here. They live in the nicer parts of town like this, but very few of them actually. Well, I suppose luckily for me, very few of them actually share any of it. Too busy filming themselves and their own emotions, of which they have very few. This guy's pretty good. I'm going to eat my lunch, watch some live music. Try this food. Pretty good. Right. I'm going to tuck into this. Market squash, really good. I'm going to tuck into this and have a look around the market a little bit more. I'm sat in front of some Banksy art where people are trying to photograph. So I'm going to move and eat this, check out some more of the market before I go to the cinema. End up in street art photos. Okay, the market here at Portobello kind of transitions in terms of what's for sale. So at the start, where we began at the Notting Hill Gate End, it's kind of more antiques and reproduction antiques, and then as you transition, as you walk down, it becomes more of a normal market. Okay, in this section of the market in the middle, transition from antiques at that end, you've got the independent designers, more of them at that end. It's a bit of a jumble, but it generally transitions that way. Here in the middle, the amazing smell of the street food cooking, and some amazing street performers too. And of course all the shops either side of the road behind the market. Definitely recommend a trip in.
See you soon, man.
They're awesome, huh? Right, back to the market. Okay, electric cinema here, Portobello Road. Next door there, you have the electric diner. There is Electric House. The whole thing's owned, operated by the Soho House Group. So Electric House is a members club, Soho House members. And next door to those two, what we're here for, the electric cinema. So it's popping, and obviously it's a cinema, so I can't film too much in there. I certainly can't film the film, but I'll show you why. It's my favourite, one of my favourite cinemas in London.
Okay, let's check out the Electric Cinema's bar and food menu while I'm waiting to go in. I'm going to get something to drink. The bar at the back of the cinema serves soft drinks, wine, beer and champagne, and also phenomenal snacks. The restaurant next door to the cinema, the Electric Diner, is a standalone restaurant and bar, but also serves as the cinema's kitchens. So when you order food in the cinema, it's prepared in the restaurant and brought to you. So you're getting restaurant quality snacks in the cinema. The Electric Cinema is one of the oldest working cinemas in the country, first opening back in 1910. And because it's so old, parts are protected from significant alteration by English heritage, so they couldn't just put in a big screen. So once the curtain on the original screen goes back and the lights start to go down, a bigger screen pops out from the original framework. It's pretty cool to watch. I'll show you that in a moment. Did I tell you what I'm here to watch? I'm not sure if I did.
Okay, front row, right in the middle.
I'm here to watch on the big screen in 3D the latest King Kong movie, Kong Skull Island.
Table, bar at the back, all the drinks, footrest, my glasses on.
Okay, the lights are going down in here, so I'm not sure how much this you'll be able to make out, but on the footrest are the 3D glasses. Now, because this is such an old building, it can't be fully air conditioned, so inside the footrests for winter are cashmere blankets in case you get cold. In the summer you'll have no need for them, it gets pretty warm. At the time of my visit, it's opening weekend for this movie here in London. The premieres were earlier in the week and it opened to the public only yesterday. I booked tickets at the start of the week and all the screenings here are now sold out all weekend. So if you want to see a new movie, a popular movie here, definitely book tickets as early in advance as you can, especially if you want particular seats. Some movies you just know are going to look so much better on the big screen with the phenomenal theatre surround sound and in 3D. And I think this is going to be one of them. I watched an interview with the director last week and he said the original script was set in 1917 or thereabouts, but his vision was for King Kong meets Apocalypse Now, set in the 1970s, and the studio let him do it. So I thought that sounded cool, so here we are. Saturday afternoon, a few glasses of wine and a big action-adventure movie in the Electric Cinema on London's Portobello Road.
Okay guys, the film was cool. The Electric Cinema, one of my favourite cinemas in London. Definitely recommend that place. Obviously I feel epic. Hollywood action adventure movie on the big screen, quite a bit of wine. I'm going to head home now, call it a day. I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed this trip to Portobello Road. The market, where do we go? Ottolenghi's for lunch, the market, and a brief look at the Electric Cinema. So thanks for watching, and until next time, toodles. Street performance. I'd definitely recommend a trip to Portobello. Toodles. Okay, I've been making YouTube videos for a little while, I forget how long. In my early Portobello Road ones, this property here featured in one of them. I know it did. I talked a little about it. Said it would be fantastic when it's finished. Now I don't know how long ago that was, just it was a long time ago. It's still not finished. Still looks like it's going to be incredible once done. So if you could like and subscribe, maybe one day could afford to move to Notting Hill. Probably not though. I'll probably blow it on food and wine, to be honest. Anyway, like and subscribe. Toodles.